I should have had that ready and I didn't. Well, let's talk, right? Shall we flesh this out? Well, first of all, is Ashton still in chat? Because he was here a minute ago. Ashton, are you still here? Because I've had a conversation with Ashton, all right? And if he's here, he can corroborate that this conversation happened rather than it just be me saying it. He can back me up here. Is he still in chat? Because all I'm going to do is I'm going to reiterate what we had the conversation about, and he'll confirm that the conversation was real. Okay? That's it. That's all I want to do. Not that it's just me saying it and people will say, oh, you made that up, right? Is he here? Or did he take off? Because he was here before, but I don't know if he's still here. That was a few minutes ago. All right. Well, let me tell you the conversation I had with him, and if he's still here, I'm sure he'll pipe in here. Okay. So, what's up, Jade? How you doing, man? So, the conversation I had with him was, what the hell was that? That was obviously a train wreck, right? That's not what I was told this was going to be at all. I mean, I just read you word for word what I was told it was going to be, and basically, this was set up, not necessarily set up, like basically, Steve reached out to me, because he heard of me from the casino and said he wanted to do the interview. And of course, I talked to Ashton about it previously and stuff. And he said, yeah, do the interview. It'll be good. And yada, yada, right? So I had the conversation with Ashton about this. And basically his response is thus, all right? Now, I'm not making this up or exaggerating. He's like, I had no idea that he was going to do that. I knew he was going to ask you questions, but I had absolutely no effing clue that he was going to go to that extent and that he was going to actually have detractors on the show and that he was going to go that heavy in. And yes, that was absolutely a snaking and it went too far and he shouldn't have done it like that. And he basically kind of went rogue and it looks like he did it because he wanted to make some money. Okay. Well, there you go. Ashton just said it in chat. He's corroborating what I just said. He says, it's true. Steve went into business for himself and he lied to us. Year of the snake. Year of the snake. Well, obviously, we all know that this is a truthful statement. Year of the snake. Okay. So, I mean, there you have it. Now, obviously, truth is in the eye of the beholder. That's what they say, correct? That the truth is in the eye of the beholder. That everyone has to make a judgment for themselves on this situation. Okay. Personally, all right? Personally, I would tend to believe Ashton, and here's why. Here's why. Here's my rationale, right? We've got a good thing going. We got a good wrestling commentary show going that we both enjoy, right? We like working together and we have plans in the future of stuff that we can do together that's productive, that both of our audiences like, that makes money. So why, in anyone's right mind, would something be set up to treat me like dirt intentionally? You know what I'm saying? That would ruin that relationship. If there's a good working relationship going, we're just getting steam with the wrestling show, right? We're heading towards WrestleMania. We're actually doing good. We actually had a great show this last week. We're looking forward to more moving forward. We have other ideas of stuff that we want to do together in the future. So why would you then just shoot that in the foot? It wouldn't make sense, right? So it's this simple, all right? It's just this simple. You can believe whatever you want, and it's up to you to judge. For me, I tend to believe PPP in the conversation that we had. I do think that this was Steve going into business for himself, going over the top, extreme, trying to grab that bag and running with it. And I guess we have to see what his actions will be moving forward. Like, is he actually going to continue to make detractor content about me and try to bank on it and try to make a buck? You know what I'm saying? He could. Like I said, that's copy. So not only in that case would he have been copy pasting Kiwi Farms for his entire interview and then taking credit for it, then he would also be copy pasting side scrollers and copying what Stuttering Craig did. So, I mean, that's a double steal job right there. That's a double, complete lack of originality, right? So, I guess we'll see what happens there with that. Will he do that or not? I don't know. I don't know the guy. This was my literally first one and only interaction that I'm going to have with this guy, you know? He went according to PPP, he's gone into business for himself, right? He acted too strongly. It's one thing if you're going to have me on the show, you're going to ask me some questions, tough questions, but then, you're going to be fair. I think we can all believe that it wasn't fair, because it really wasn't an interview, right? It was a screaming match. Just regurgitate what Kiwi Farm said a zillion times, right? And then yell at Phil more, move on to the next subject before Phil can even respond. That way he looks guilty, back him into a corner, make him do a lie detector test, right? None of it made any sense from a logical standpoint. It was just, oh, look, give me some attention with detractors so they'll throw me some money. I'm pretty sure no one thought I was doing a lie detector. Right? No one was ever going to think that I was going to do something like that. That's ludicrous. That's stupid. Why would I do that? Again, it doesn't prove anything anyway. It's not even admissible anywhere. Everyone knows that it's bullshit. So, I tend to err on, well, let me put it this way. I don't err on the side of caution, but for me, all right, I look at a big picture situation and, I believe what Ashton is telling me. If you guys don't, that's your call to judge. But I'm going to go with what he said. And as they say, actions speak louder than words as well, right? It's that simple. So let's see what happens moving forward. But I'm gonna say, hey, this is stupid. This is bullshit. It was nonsense. I don't care. It's not going to affect me long term. I know it's not. The problem is now, of course, everyone's going to be talking about it nonstop for weeks. How dumb it was. All the detractors will be having their 3-ring circus with it. And now it's just the same dog and pony show, right? For me, like I've been there, done that. It's just I'm tired of it. I don't like having to go through it again. So I apologize to anyone. Here we go again. But at least in this case, I'm telling you, I have absolutely no way I would have agreed to anything like that, right? It was me being outright lied to, isn't that it happened? As opposed to last time, it was definitely my fault. I agreed to it. I even said that the interview was good and everything. And then after the fact, I got upset of their behavior later, right? As opposed to this time, this was outright, bullshit. So anyway, yeah. So like they say, all right, actions speak louder than words, correct? Right? And so let's see what happens moving forward. But I tend to trust and believe, all right? Fair enough? So I have a zillion contributions to shout out. I guess we'll see. I haven't been looking at a single one. I don't even know how much we have any of them here. Let's just start shout out. I'm sure I'm going to be answering your questions now during these contributions. Okay. So let's get started.